Hi there guys, welcome back to another video. In this week's video we're going to be breaking down a gold trade that we took within the analysis group from last week. But before we do jump into the trade breakdown, if you are unaware, we do now have a free group over on the Telegram. The link as always will be in the description for that. We'll be posting a lot of educational content, any updates from ourselves, and also the odd few trade setups as well. So again, if you're not in that group, the link will be in the description, so feel free to get involved there as well. But without further ado, we'll jump into the trade breakdown and we'll have a look at the reasons behind why we took the trade, and as always, hopefully you guys can pick something up from it as well. So first thing to touch on is this particular trade was on a weekly time frame, so a higher time frame than what we would normally look at. But again, it did work a treat, and it was a trade that we couldn't really say no to as well. So we'll jump into the analysis side of things. You can see the zone that we've got here. Now, the first thing that I do when I come to charting up anyway, after sort of looking for any key levels that I can see by eye, is look for the kind of most significant valid fib. So in this instance for me, we take it from this low here, and of course we take it to the most significant high, which is this wick here. So applying that fib on there, we can see that the 61 lines up in and around this level here. Not only do we have the 61 fib, we do also have the 200 EMA as well. So we've essentially got two confluences there currently, or two reasons for us to warrant taking that trade. Now if we look to the left here as well, and if we just extend this level a little bit, we can see that we've got multiple rejections from this area in the past. Now with this being a weekly time frame, if we look at the last time this area was touched, we're going back to August last year. So we're going on 12 months, give or take. And more often than not, what you will see is when price does come back to test an area or a significant area of support or resistance, 9 times out of 10, you will see it have some sort of reaction to that area. You can see this, obviously, this buy area along the 61 fib is a prime example. It's had multiple rejections from that same area after making a big move away and coming back, and you can argue you've got this top area here as well, which has done the same thing. Like I say, when you do have a big rejection, and it does then tend to come back to the area, doesn't really matter when, but when it does come back, you will tend to see a reaction, and more often than not, from my experience, the longer it takes price to reach that level, the bigger the reaction you'll get. But as I say, we've got confluence-wise a 61 fib, a 200 EMA, and of course this strong key level here as well, or level of support, whatever you prefer to refer to it as. So we've got three confluences there, and three reasons to take the trade. Now, we did enter from the first confluence as always, which was, well, in and around this 61 fib area here. We did send the trade about a week before it triggered. Again, it was just a waiting game with that one. We did get in this particular trade at 1689.8. And we took the trade with a 100 pip stop loss. We'll put a picture on screen so you can see that as well. But yeah, as I say, we took that with a 100 pip stop loss, taking into account that obviously it is a higher time frame trade, and obviously with these multiple wick rejections in and around this area, we did need to give it a bit of breathing room, or more breathing space than we normally would do, of course, as well. So we did go with a 100 pip stop loss on this trade. Now, we were triggered in, again, a week following us sending that through. So I think we were triggered in the morning time, around 9 AM on the 21st, Thursday the 21st. Again, we'll put a picture on screen of kind of when that triggered. It did do a considerable bit of drawdown. So again, as I said, we had a 100 pip stop loss on the trade. We did see, and if we have a look here as well, I think the zone should be pretty accurate in regards to entry and stop loss. So if we have a look from our entry area at 1689.8, give or take, it did go on to do just shy of 90 pips in drawdown. Obviously we did have a 100 pip stop loss, so it did come very close to stop loss, but of course we stuck to the plan. We held on to the trade, and it did of course just miss the stop loss, push back into profit, and of course reach our initial target at 1 to 1. As always, once the trade reached 1 to 1, We then closed out a partial, moved our stop loss to break even so we couldn't lose, and left a runner to continue on. Now we do still have a buy runner going from this area. It did end up seeing about a 500 pip move from the entry, but of course, like I say, we are waiting for a potential further move to the upside in coming weeks. So again, we're just going to hold on to that runner. It does also allow for us to take any sell trades risk-free as well, because we do have that runner to cover the loss. But all in all, quite a simple trade in regards to that particular trade. As I say, there'll be a picture on screen as well somewhere up here, left or right, of the trades running. As I say, you can have a quick look at the full process throughout that trade as well and how we managed it. Exactly the same as how we'd manage it on any other trade. Just because it's a different time frame, it doesn't change the approach and the trading plan. It all remains exactly the same. But yeah, as you can probably see from that picture that was just on screen there a minute ago as well, there was a GA and a GN trade. Those two trades were sent in by members of the community group as well, and they were two very nice trades, which, as you can see, we were able to profit from as well. So hopefully you guys were able to take something from this video. We do like to keep it short and sweet because we don't like to bore you. But yeah, in regards to that, if there's anything you want to see in future, I know we did, of course, take a scale in on a lower time frame for that secondary buy that you will have seen on the pictures on screen as well. So if you do want to have a breakdown video on that particular trade, and you're interested on the reasons behind that one as well, leave it in the comments as always. We'll be sure to check it out and see what we can do. Hopefully you've been able to take something from it, and if you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.